Today, the moon continues in Sagittarius, where we finish up the work of thinking about the meaning and significance of current events, current things that are showing up in our lives. And then in the morning, my time, the moon goes into Capricorn. So that will be at 10:50 a.m. Pacific time. And so you'll have to adjust for your time zone. But once that moon shifts into Capricorn, we have a much more grounded, down to earth. So we're taking the information we've been learning, the ways we've been processing, changing, transforming, as I've been talking about these intense energies in recent days, and how we're going to take the ways we are changing and take that into building something. So, what we are building, what we are creating, what are the foundations we are establishing that we will be able to lean on in the future. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, August 15th. So, we have this shift of the moon from Sagittarius into Capricorn. We feel this vibe into more of a practical approach, practical thinking, results oriented, tangible. And so we're taking some of the ways we've been reflecting and thinking, processing information, and we're asking ourselves, what do I want to do with this? How do I want to use it? How do I want to take what I've been learning and how I've been growing and what I'm becoming and the ways I need to take action, right? Mars in Jupiter, which, can bring up some of those um, it's kind of a conflict oriented energy. Um, the Mars energy is the energy of the warrior. So thinking about, what is the thing worth fighting for? What do we need? Where do we need to take a stand? What do we believe in? And how do we need to fight for that? So the Capricorn moon takes that energy and puts it into how do we build something? And that could be literal building of a structure or an object, but it can also be building any kind of system or plan or an energetic foundation of what we want to create to hold what we're becoming and to rely on the new ideas that we are stepping into. Couple things. One is that Mercury is retrograde, of course, and so a lot of these energies, even the ones I've been talking about this week, have to do with internal processing, and the information we are learning and gleaning has to sort of go through our own internal filters, and we have to figure out what it means for us, what we want to do about it, how we are messengers of the things we want to say, the things we need to learn, all the ways that information is shared. And so really deepening into an internal process around information sharing and processing, and really thinking on this deeper level about what it means. And especially with, so Mars Jupiter says, that's the conjunction from yesterday. Mars Jupiter conjunction says, how do you need to act on your beliefs? And what do you need to do about it? And the Sagittarius moon in yesterday's Grand Cross, which if you missed it, definitely watch my videos from Wednesday and even Tuesday, really diving deep into the meaning of the biggest theme of this week, which is the Wednesday, August 14th Grand Cross with the Mars Jupiter conjunction. So we're sort of one day after that, and this is how those energies and information are being processed and digested. the Sagittarius moon wants us to ask ourselves, how does this affect my beliefs? What does this tell me about what I think, how I need to change how I think about things, my beliefs, my unconscious assumptions? Um, to step into more expansive, more powerful beliefs, and where do I need to act on those? So there's this interesting combination of a need for outward action with this inward processing with Mercury retrograde. Um, Several of the outer planets are also retrograde, and the outer planets generally speak to our spiritual side, our soul, some of the bigger soul questions that affect us on very deep levels. So we're processing on deeper levels how we are coming into greater alignment with our own truth, a sense of deeper purpose, spiritual needs, and things like that. So as the moon goes into Capricorn today, we begin to ask ourselves, okay, these are the things I'm learning, processing, digesting, working through in terms of understanding who I am, what I believe, what it means, what I do about it. And the Capricorn energy says, okay, it's time to make that tangible. So however that looks for you, it might be as simple as I just need to write out some of the things I've been thinking so I can see it and really get a bigger sense of grounding in what is transpiring, what it means for me, how it feels, all those things. Or it could be, like I said, it could be that you're working on a creative project, or even literally building something, putting some effort into something that you want to construct. And this ability that we have as human beings to construct means that as we change and evolve and do our own self-care, part of the way that we process those changes is to say, okay, now I need systems to go along with that. And so that could be organizing things in your space differently. It could be rearranging objects in your space, putting some effort into, your yard, your garden, anything that creates a feeling, an environment of what you're becoming and how you move in this new reality, this new sense of how things work, how things connect in the bigger picture to what you are discovering is important to you and your beliefs. So taking action, getting organized, connecting in ways that help you to build and grow something, and take those actions according to what you believe, what brings meaning to your life. That's what we want to think about with the Capricorn moon. And we will have moon in Capricorn for a couple more days. We are heading into the Aquarius full moon, so that will be on Monday. And so we got the Capricorn moon energy and then heading into Aquarius. So stay tuned. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care, and I will help you get through all the shifts and changes and make the most of them to step into your own sense of greatest good and what you need to feel true and right in the world. All right. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. My website is astrologyheals.com, and I'm Marina Orms. Bye for now.